It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Gravity Lions.
First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Warrior 70.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
60 Maverick. Let's go.
First down throw here for Ward. He's trying to push the field. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 6-0 lead right away. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now run here with Blake Corum. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Rams have the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. His first throw is an interception. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did the homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Panther 60.
Ward setting the pass. Setting up the running back screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
It's going to throw here on third. That's caught for the first. And he is brought down just 5 yards from the end zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Ready?
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Go!
From the red zone now. Catch made. And that is a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Titans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10.
Zebra! 50-60!
Back to work after throwing the pick. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All set to go now from the 35. First carry now for Kyren Williams. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. They send Nakua in motion left. Defense showing blitz. Stafford finds his back. Kyren Williams. And he's down. It looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 now from the 46. Set up the screen. Here's McCoy. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Alontae Taylor making the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Titans' 44-yard line.
53!
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. Our score, 14-0. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Taylor on the coverage.
Hey, fly low!
Throw here, third down. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. All set to go now from the 35. From the gun, a carry by Williams. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Stafford from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Double right. 180.
Second down run by Corum. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, control that nose tackle. Number two, you've got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
They've got 3 tight ends on this first and goal, thinking run or play action.
We go set. Stop.
Corum, they can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he whips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Last play stopped short, still 3 yards to gain, third and goal.
Set. 20 hot.
They'll try to run it in. Corum. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got fourth and goal. What are you gonna do?
Ready. No, twist.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a one-score game in the first half. Nevis with a point after. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Wow, down by just a score. A lot of game to go. But look here, it's an onside try. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, first and 10.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for Alec Eilman. And now they face second down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
From the gun, it's Ward. It's Eilman downfield. He's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 13-point lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
250. At 54, Omaha, 32. Turn right, 22.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. This is complete. It's Davis. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. New set of downs for him from the 31.
A gain of 15. And the Rams first down.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Going from the pistol, Stafford. He's got it near the 10. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Setting up the screen here for Coral. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Set. 180. 40 got. Alert.
It's Stafford once more. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy Dragon 60.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
On the ball now.
Offense to the line fast.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd
19, 18, cut 19, cut 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Completed to his running back. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Ready. Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Go!
Line up the design keeper. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Titans will add to their lead at the end of the half. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in 4-6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Set! 60!
1st down throw here for Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I call it about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here's the final play of our 1st half.
Here we go, here we go. 18 card, 18, find it, 18, Rattler, 8, Buffalo, 18. Ready?
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this 1st half. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
50.
They fake the handoff now. Stafford. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Titans have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
The Titans take over first down.
And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Good starting field position for the
Let's go
Titans.
now.
They've got it, 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Let go.
Gonna throw this one. Ward. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Pass through 11. Let's go. Cougar 19.
No throw. 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
And they're going for this. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get on the field, and it's exactly what they did.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, carried by Corum. Was unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Set. Lady. White. Real right, 22.
Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. Throwing to Stafford on 3rd. That finds Davis complete. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Ready. Set. Hurry. Lady. Right 70. Alert.
They're going to throw out of the gun. On the quick slant, it's Davis. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Stafford now off the play fake. He brings it in. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams shrinking the lead some in the third. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19 Charger, 19 Charger, 19 Charger, 19.
He's now to the running back. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
70 Timber, 70 Lions. Ready.
Ward setting up to throw. Gets him on the in route. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
60 Maverick, Panther 60, Panther, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready,
He'll throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Buffalo 60 Vikings, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Again, Ward going to the air. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
Viking
and 4
18.
at the 43-yard
Warriors
line.
70.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Titans have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Motion, team. Ready. Cougar, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ward. It's Ironman downfield. He's got it. He's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Go! Bracco 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans go up by 2 scores. 13 points in the fourth. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Stafford from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Titans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Dive play straight ahead. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans have likely locked up the win right there. Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Ball finds his back. It's Cora. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Omaha, reboot. 59.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
32, 280.
Stafford to throw again on second. He's going to try another deep one here. Touchdown, LA. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. 6.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Cameron Curl has it. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Middle. Hurry.
They send Nakua in motion left. Here's Stafford from his own end zone. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from his end zone. Delivers another one to Williams. And they're going to manage to take him down at the 12. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down throw here for Stafford. Quick slant, taken in by Ferguson. Pushing it up towards the 30. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
23 more yards. That's another Rams first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Rams first down.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
22. 0.
Stafford thrown again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, Los Angeles.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. Nakua here. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Ready. Lady. 32. 0.
Looking inside the red zone. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Point after by Levis is good. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
On the set.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Hot 70. Steady.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Taken in by Bellinger. He's got room to roam. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
They'll run here on first down. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They're going to pass it here. Into traffic, complete. And this one is over. The Titans get the first down, and that should finish off this victory for them.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80!
So this winds up a win for the Titans. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of...
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your meat, click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but then rock with it. Do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Jono, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping 8 fingers, bouncing to the groove. All bodies